Hey, it's Marc Van Steyn with the Van Steyn Partners at REMAX Premier Choice. Are you in or will be in the market for a new home soon? Whether you are a first-time home buyer or a seasoned vet, here are the 7 steps that you should be following if you're planning on buying a home in Central Ohio. Number 1, do some research. Many buyers will start the home buying research months in advance. They're usually researching areas they want to live, interesting school districts, style of houses, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, even garage space. All this is pretty easy to do online these days. Having a general idea of what you're looking for will make the process a little less overwhelming at the start. It doesn't have to be an exact match, but it will make the process a little bit easier. Number 2, and very important, find the right real estate agent. Now, I'm a realtor, so I'm going to quickly plug myself and my team. I've been a full-time agent who has been licensed for over 17 years. You really want to find an agent you feel comfortable with, one that you know is going to protect your best interests through the course of a transaction, not just sell you something. If I can be of any assistance to you, you can reach me at 614-596-2934. Number 3, get pre-approved. This is the next critical step, and I highly recommend it prior to seriously looking at homes. Too many buyers start looking at homes prior to get pre-approved, only to learn that the house that they fell in love with is out of their price range. To get pre-approved is pretty easy. A bank or lender is going to ask a few qualifying questions and run your credit score. Most lenders will be looking for the following: last 2 years of tax returns, 2 months of pay stubs, and all your financial statements. It's very difficult for buyers once they start looking at a certain price point to drop down to a lower price point after they've already seen some nicer, higher priced homes. Number 4, find the right home and make an offer. This process can take longer than you think. In fact, it once took me 10 years to find the right home for one of my clients. And that's not an exaggeration. Yes, they were looking for something unusual and they were looking for something very specific, but my point is, make sure you talk through all the timelines of the purchase with your realtor, so you know exactly what to expect. Unfortunately, many agents don't have this conversation with their buyers until it's too late. Number 5, inspections. Congratulations, you had an offer accepted on your dream home. One of the first contingencies in the purchase contract is the inspection period. And if you want to know more about the inspection period, I've got a separate video on this channel that gets into more detail. But the most important thing is that you are satisfied with the condition of the property before you moving forward with the purchase contract, or negotiating repairs or a credit for repairs before moving forward. Number 6 is the appraisal. Unless you are paying cash or putting down a huge down payment, your lender is going to want to do an appraisal on the property, which you, the buyer, will be charged for. The property has to appraise for its agreed upon sales price for the contract to proceed forward. Now, there are 5 things that can happen if there is a short appraisal or if the appraised value falls below the purchase price. I also cover these 5 circumstances in a different video on this channel. The last item is the closing. In Columbus, we do what are called round table closings, which are handled by a title company. The normal home purchase takes on average about 45 days between the date you go under contract and the closing date. The title company will be handling all the paperwork from the transaction, as well as putting together the closing statement, which shows the credits and debits of the sale. And these are the 7 steps to purchasing a home in Columbus, Ohio. I try to make these videos pretty short, so check out some of the other videos on my channel where I go much deeper into the inspection period, the appraisal contingency, and closing process. If you need help purchasing a home or just need to know how to get started, give me a call, 614-596-2934.